What's up, everybody? It's me, Tilla. I'm back again, finally back after taking a hiatus for about 2 months, 3 months now. I've been really busy, really busy. I just got a new job a couple months ago and been working overtime, and I haven't had time to actually do Bible study videos. And so today I'm back. Oh, and the thing that's really been keeping me busy is the music videos that I've been doing with a couple artists here from Chicago. But I quit that. I quit music videos. I didn't quit. I retired from music videos, and I told all my clients, and everybody is sad because I'm the best video guy here in Chicago. Just joking. I'm not the best. But anyway, I had a lot of clients, and I quit on them because I haven't had time to do Bible study videos, and I want to get back into doing Bible study videos. So today I'm back. We're going to do a Bible study video. Just a quick Bible study video. Everybody's been asking me again, over and over again, about the Sabbath. I've done many videos about the Sabbath before, but for some reason they keep coming back with the same arguments, and I just don't see it biblically. Okay, so I wrote it down. Here's the arguments that people have been emailing me and messaging me on Facebook about the Sabbath. Number one, we keep Sunday because it's the Lord's day. Okay, we keep Sunday because it's the Lord's day. That's the claim, right? The phrase Lord's day is only found in the Bible once, and here it is. It's Revelation 1 verse 10. It says, "I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day, and I heard behind me a great voice as of a trumpet." That's the only verse where you can read the phrase the Lord's day in the Bible. That's the only verse. There's only one verse. And people take this and say, see, the Lord's day, it's Sunday. No, it's not. Nowhere in this verse does it say the Lord's day is the first day or Sunday. It doesn't say that, right? You can find it. You can flip it out upside down. You can look everywhere. It doesn't say that the Lord's day is Sunday. But I can give you a Bible reference on how the Bible gives us a clue on what the Lord's day is. Isaiah 58 verse 13. "If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day," this is God talking. He's calling the Sabbath his holy day. Who is he? The Lord. What is he calling his day? The Sabbath. So the Lord's day must be the Sabbath. Okay, let's keep going. "If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord," there you go again, "the holy of the Lord, the holy day of the Lord, honorable, and shalt honor him, not doing thine own ways, nor finding thine own pleasure, nor speaking thine own words." God is talking about the Sabbath here. He's calling the Sabbath his holy day, his day, his day. Who is he? Who is God? The Lord. And what is he calling his day? The Sabbath. So the Sabbath is God's day, and God is who? The Lord. So the Lord's day must be the Sabbath. You guys are getting it? Okay, number two. Here's another. So the Lord's day, conclusion. The Lord's day is the Sabbath biblically. If you look at it from a Bible standpoint, the Lord's day is the Sabbath. Okay? Argument number two, Colossians 2 verse 16 and 17. "Let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink or in respect of an holy day or of the new moon or of the Sabbath days, which are a shadow of things to come, but the body is of Christ." See? See, Tilla? See, it says don't judge anybody if you keep the Sabbath. Or it says, "Let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink or in respect of an holy day or of the new moon or of the Sabbath days." You see, we can call Sunday our Sabbath. Is that what it says? I don't see that anywhere in the verse, right? I don't see anywhere where it says you can now change the Sabbath. It's not there, right? You can't see it there. It says, let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink or in respect of an holy day or the new moon or of the Sabbath days. Doesn't say you can now change the Sabbath. It says, let no man therefore judge you if you do these things. It doesn't say you can change the Sabbath to Sunday. It does not say that, right? I mean, I might be reading it wrong, right? I might be, or you could just let the Bible speak for itself. It says, let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink or in respect of an holy day or of the new moon or of the Sabbath days. It does not say you can now change the Sabbath day to Sunday. It doesn't say that. So you can't use this verse to justify your changing the Sabbath to Sunday, right? You can't use it. Can't use it. Number 3, Mark 2 verse 27. And he said unto them, the Sabbath was made for man and not man for the Sabbath. See? Now we can change the Sabbath to Sunday. Where does it say you can now change the Sabbath to Sunday? Here. Where did Jesus say that here? Nowhere, right? It just says that the Sabbath was made for man and not man for the Sabbath. Yeah, of course the Sabbath was made for man to rest, because the Sabbath is our rest day. It doesn't say you can now change the Sabbath to Sunday because the Sabbath was made for man. It doesn't say that. You're putting words in the Bible that it simply isn't there, right? It doesn't say that. It says, I'm going to read it one more time. I'm going to read it one more time, and let's see if we can catch where it says you can now change the Sabbath to Sunday. Mark 2 verse 27. And he said unto them, this is Jesus, the Sabbath was made for man and not man for the Sabbath. Where does it say you can now change the Sabbath to Sunday? Nowhere. Nowhere. So you can't use this either to justify your changing the Sabbath to Sunday. You can't use that. Can't do it. Number four, people are saying, we go to church on Sunday to honor the resurrection. We go in church on Sunday to honor the resurrection. That's cool. But there is one day that you can honor the resurrection, and it's not changing the Sabbath. Romans 6 verse 4. Therefore we are buried with him by baptism into death, that like as Christ was raised up from the dead by the glory of the Father, even so we also should walk in newness of life. Did you guys catch that? I'm going to read it one more time. Romans 6 verse 4. Therefore we are buried with him by baptism into death, that like as Christ was raised up, was resurrected from the dead by the glory of the Father, even so we also should walk in newness of life by baptism. So the day that you are baptized, that's you honoring Jesus' resurrection. Not changing the Sabbath. You don't honor the resurrection by changing the Sabbath. You honor the resurrection by getting baptized, because you are publicly saying, I accepted Jesus Christ's death, burial, and resurrection. Resurrection. You don't change the Sabbath to honor the resurrection. You get baptized to honor the resurrection. Here's one of my notes. It says here, we don't honor the resurrection by changing God's law, right? No one can change God's law. Only God can change God's law. And even God doesn't change his own law. Even God won't change his own law, right? Psalm 19 verse 7 says, the law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. The law of the Lord is perfect. So why change a perfect law? If it's already perfect in the first place, you don't change it, right? So why change the Sabbath to Sunday if Sabbath was already perfect in the first place? Doesn't make sense, does it? So those were the main things that I saw on my messages on my Facebook and on my email. And also there's another one where I gotta look for it. There's another one where it says where Jesus says, "Come with me, who labor, and I will give you rest." It's really ridiculous how people stretch, how people reach so much. How people, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to look for it. I'm going to look for it. Here it is. We're going to look for it. Give you rest. Right? That's what Jesus says. Okay, Matthew 11 verse 28. Come unto me. This is Jesus speaking. He says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." And then they will say, see, Jesus will give us rest. Jesus is now our Sabbath rest. If you really think about that sentence logically, Jesus is now our Sabbath rest. If you really think about it logically, it does not make sense. I'm sorry, but a lunatic must have made that up. That sentence does not make sense. Jesus is now our Sabbath rest. Doesn't make sense. It's like saying, hey, this is a green tea. I've worked so much, but this green tea is going to do the work for me. This green tea is now my Sabbath rest because it's said to me that to come to it, those who are laborers, heavy laden and labor. So I'm coming to it now, and the green tea is now my Sabbath rest. This is now my Sabbath rest. Does that make sense? It doesn't make sense. But if you apply it to Jesus, it doesn't make sense. Jesus is now our Sabbath rest. Does not make sense. That word, that phrase does not make sense at all. That's a stretch. That's a reach. That's a Stretch Armstrong reach. Jesus is now our Sabbath rest, so now we can change the law. I don't think so. Jesus is now our Sabbath rest, so now we can change Sabbath to Sunday. I don't think so. Jesus told me that I can come to Him if I'm heavy laden and I labor. Now He's my rest. Does that make sense? Doesn't make sense at all. God says, "Come and reason with me." Use your logic. Use your reason. Does that sentence make sense? No, because if Jesus is your Sabbath rest, that means you have to work all the time now. All the time. Because Jesus is resting for you. That means you're working. You got to work. Doesn't make sense. Right? So that's that's all for today. I just got home from work. I'm sorry I look tired. I know I look tired. And next videos are going to be it's going to be better than this. I promise you. I'm just getting back into it again. And yeah. Next video, I think I'm going to do the harlot video. I think I'm going to do it. I know I haven't done Bible study videos in a while, but I think I can jump into the harlot video next video. Thank you guys for watching. God bless always. God bless always. It's good to be back. Peace out.